that anaconda malt liquor? The only malt liquor to be approved by the United States government?
That's right.
Anaconda malt liquor gives you...
Well, if it isn't Katrina Porter.
The hell is that?
I don't know.
Whoa. If it isn't Anna Serene.
Whoa. Welcome to What Happens, everyone.
Welcome.
Each episode, Katrina and I talk about a movie we would both defend with our dying breath. However, only one of us is going to be allowed to defend it, and they're the pro. That means the other is the con, and they have to attack it. Ain't life a bitch. We have 3 rules here at What Happens. Number 1, whoever claims pro first on a movie we haven't covered yet gets it, usually by just yelling pro.
Pro.
Shut up. Number 2, the con does not have to attack until the synopsis starts. And number 3, and probably our most important rule, is during the synopsis, the con can't say anything nice about the movie. We now have a penalty for breaking it, which is the offender has to say a good thing about the movie they hate the most. My chosen movie, the remake of Clash of the Titans. And Katrina's?
My movie is Hannibal, not the TV show, which I love.
Just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
did you like the book, Hannibal?
No, not really.
You will know that the rule has been broken by our big red button, which makes this sound.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
Hey, Katrina, are you ready to be in a glass case of emotion? Because you are definitely getting a button push. I know it.
Just let me know when you're ready for my disclaimer.
Okay. Well, I'm the pro today, and Katrina is the con.
I am going to strangle the joy out of this movie like anaconda malt liquor.
Woo! Which means we're talking about
Black Dynamite.
Dynamite!
How do you feel about doing this one?
You know, not good. Not good. So we went to Chicago early May, and we watched it there.
Yes.
Since then, and that's been about 3 weeks, I've watched this movie 5 times. Trying to make my notes.
This is a rare occasion where I had picked out this movie because I was absolutely positive that you were going to love it. It's not one that we've both watched numerous times and loved and loved and loved.
Right.
But I was pretty sure you were going to love it.
Well,
you did.
What happened was we watched it in Chicago, and within 5 minutes, I was like, no, I'm fucked. There's
You were like stone-faced. And I remember thinking, I was like, oh no, I'm drunk. And then I thought, oh no, Katrina doesn't like this movie.
It's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
So
I'm so delighted.
Here's my disclaimer.
Okay.
My notes are garbage.
Your notes are always garbage.
I know, but I think they're...
Attack notes.
My attack notes. I'm 100% sure it's the least amount of notes I've ever taken.
How's that possible? That's how it was with Spaceballs, right?
They're less than Spaceballs.
Seriously? Let me see.
Look.
Oh, no.
And I even wrote bigger than I normally do.
Yes, you did.
So I'm like, gotta fill these pages up. They suck.
You're like in school whenever you have to write a report for something and you start using real long words, no conjunctions.
It's a rambling pile of nonsense. That's what my notes are.
Steaming pile of nonsense.
It is. I don't know. I'm just gonna drink, actually. Hey, real quick.
Yes?
This isn't really a disclaimer, but it's a shout out.
Oh, yeah. Hey, well, let's chitty-chat a little bit and then we'll jump in the synopsis.
Okay.
So, yeah, go for it.
Okay. So recently, we got a new friend named Doug. he reached out to us and said that he had started listening to the podcast and he really liked it. He's a Royals fan, which I love. So we just want to say, hey, Doug.
Yeah, hey, Doug.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, he said super nice stuff. So he's obviously my new favorite person.
Yeah. Is everyone that lives in Iowa nice?
I don't know. He's the first.
No.
me.
My neighbor across the street's from Iowa, and they're great.
Oh, maybe.
I think something about Iowa.
be.
Anyway, well, Doug's great. That's all I know.
We had another shout out.
Shout out. I don't even know what that's called. I'm still talking about a glass case of emotion.
We got a super rad shout out from one of our favorite podcasts, Buzz in the Tower. It's Mo and Max.
That podcast is hysterical.
I absolutely love them.
The one that they most recently did was about dogs in 80s movies. I mean, talk about two things I love.
I thought it was brilliant.
Yep.
Can I tell you about something that I just discovered that has absolutely nothing to do with Black Dynamite? I'm going to play a little bit of a song, and I want you to tell me who sings it.
Oh, man. Matthew Broderick?
No. It just, any old guess.
When did it come out?
Oh, it's 1963.
Okay. Eartha Kitt.
Who?
Eartha Kitt.
The person that sings Donkashane? Mm-hmm. Wayne Newton.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, it is. It sure is. It's Wayne Newton.
What?
I was so flabbergasted by that I had to think of a really good word to use. And I came up with flabbergasted. It was, I had to look at a video and watch him sing it. How about that? I've been waiting for a week to tell you about this.
That's I would not have guessed that.
Donkashane, Wayne Newton. There it is.
Okay.
Okay. So speaking of Wayne Newton, Black Dynamite. The Black Dynamite had a budget of $2.9 million.
Okay.
Its 2-week gross, $242,000.
What? People are such tight asses.
It bombed, but it's really, really not their fault. It had a limited release to only 70 theaters and only a runtime of 2 weeks.
Oh, the white of it.
The white of it all. It only grossed $131,000 its opening weekend.
Can I go back to something that I don't think I've ever told you?
Sure.
In the 3 months that we've been doing this, every time you say episode at the very beginning, I think of Dr. Dre's song.
Just the next episode?
Next episode. Hold up.
I wish we could use it, but I'm pretty sure they would sue us.
We don't really need to use the clip. I sound so much like Dr. Dre.
Obviously.
Hold up.
Wait,
although I don't think he said that part.
No. Isn't that, the fuck is his name? He had a voice of an angel.
Are you talking about Nate Dogg?
Yeah.
Okay.
R.I.P. Isn't he dead?
He is.
Yeah. Damn it.
Smoke weed every day.
Well, as far as...
Which I do not.
Okay.
Don't.
I don't know why you're looking at me when you said that.
Because you're literally sitting across from me.
Oh. So this movie, it bombed in the box office. It joins actually an exclusive club of movies that are great but bombed at the box office. The Big Lebowski, The Thing, Blade Runner, and Blade Runner 2049. Adventures of Baron Munchausen, which I love. I don't think you do.
I like it okay.
Big Trouble in Little China. Children of Men, which is mind-boggling to me. That movie's brilliant.
Okay.
Dune, the first in 1984.
And this is movies that bombed initially?
Yes.
Wow.
And became very successful.
Okay.
Fight Club.
What?
Idiocracy.
I can kind of see that, although I love that movie.
Office Space.
What?
Yeah.
We have that one also.
Oh, these last two are tough. The Shawshank Redemption.
What?
It bombed.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure you didn't look this up the night that we did Practical Magic?
I'm sure. And I think this one's probably most heartbreaking to me. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. The point is, like Katrina, box office numbers really can't be trusted.
I don't think I'm going to lie about anything today.
Literally say that every single time.
Well, if I do, it's organic. I don't have anything planned.
It was directed by Scott Sanders. Michael Jai White, he stars as Black Dynamite. Actually, technically, Michael Jai White stars as all-star running back Ferrante Jones, who stars as Black Dynamite.
Right.
He is a martial artist in 9 different styles. I am definitely not going to say what they are because I can't pronounce most of them. Boxing. I can pronounce that one. The other person I want to mention in this that was heavily involved with the making of this is Byron Menz. He's Bullhorn. He is, quote, a walking encyclopedia of Blaxploitation. He had his film debut, was born on the 4th of July.
Oh, geez. Well, what's the funniest part of that movie?
Right. And then he was also in Jacob's Ladder.
What's the funniest part of that movie?
I don't know. That movie's fucking crazy. It's like ketamine on celluloid. He was also in South Central. So basically his first few movies were light romps. Michael Jai White was in Bulgaria and he was shooting a movie. He was listening to James Brown. He was listening to Superbad. Okay. And he kind of had this idea. He wanted to name it Superbad, but there was already a movie called Superbad. Mm-hmm. He rented a costume and put together a photo shoot for the character that would be Black Dynamite. So he showed that photo to his friend, Scott Sanders, the director. Okay. And they, $500, they shot a trailer and sent it to a producer. They wrote the script and made the movie on a very small budget. They actually shot on 16 millimeter film and sound equipment from the 70s. Katrina, are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
You sure?
No.
Okay, well, my hand is ready for the red button.
All right, play the fucking song.
Let the games begin.
We begin with a fake-ass commercial for Anaconda malt liquor. The only malt liquor approved by the U.S. government. You're already laughing.
I'm so screwed.
Oh, yeah, you're fucked. The person doing the commercial is Leon St. James, is what it says. It is actually Lauren Odin, and he is the amazing singer that you hear throughout the movie. Yeah.
When I hear Anaconda malt liquor...
Does it give you the... Whoo?
No, because that's joyful. I think of the movie Anaconda, and that's awful.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so this movie's terrible.
Why would you do that?
I didn't do it. They did it.
God, I hated that movie. Mm-hmm. God, I hated that movie.
Right. So this movie sucks.
Does it? Wow.
Yeah.
You lost confidence in that halfway into sucks.
That actually could be my best take.
Oh, no. No. This is going to be awesome. Well, after that amazing opening, we see a man in a car sitting in silhouette, and he's talking to 3 guys and says one of them is not who he appears to be. Mm-hmm. And 2 of the guys look at the one in the middle.
Is this Clue?
And it becomes clear real fast that they are correct. Because he's like...
What kind of rundown is this? Look, man, I gotta get back to the streets where I come from, sucker. I told you, jive chumps, I ain't no snitch.
It's kind of a play on like several well-known actors who were featured in Blaxploitation, but got their roots in like Shakespearean plays. Mm-hmm. Yeah, serious. William Marshall, who was the star of Blackula, he was in Othello like a gazillion times. We have a sex scene in the beginning, and that introduces us to Black Dynamite.
Dynamite! Dynamite!
He did call them bitches, which is not very nice.
Well, they would probably call themselves bitches.
I don't think so.
It was during the 70s. That was an affectionate term.
I don't think so. I don't think he's a terrible person.
There are actually visual references to 2 Dynamite films starring Rudy Ray Moore. Rudy Ray Moore gets quite a lot of love in this. Bullhorn is basically a Dynamite.
That cop that sucks was like, do you know who his brother is? This ghetto's going to be turned upside down.
Yeah, well, he's supposed to be. Just like the doctor later on. They're supposed to be real, bad.
I know, but he calls it a ghetto.
Well, he don't know no better.
Yeah, right.
Black Dynamite gets a call that a guy named Nipsey hasn't paid up his bill with the hooker house. I don't know what to call it.
I think we call them street workers.
But it's in a house.
I think we call them house workers.
That's
sex workers. Sex workers.
Sex workers.
Yeah.
Okay. But in the 70s, they were hookers.
Okay.
They were bitches.
You said it, not me.
I didn't
support
say it.
women.
Black Dynamite said it.
Yeah, because he's an asshole.
No, because it was appropriate for the time. Well, okay, so I can't say hooker house.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, he's friends with these sex workers. And I love when he goes looking for Nipsey to help out the sex workers because he knocks that old lady the fuck out.
He hurt that old lady and stole her money. What an asshole.
It wasn't stealing her. It was Nipsey's money. And that was not his money. That belonged to the sex workers. The madam of those special ladies is Kim Whitley. I know she looks like Jackie. And you know who hates that? Jackie.
Why? That woman's beautiful.
Well, Kim Whitley and Jackie had a bit of some bad blood for a while because Jackie really didn't like that she looked so much like her, and that people were constantly confusing him.
Well, that's not the other lady's fault.
It is not.
Jackie, do you remember when she and Regina King were on Watch What Happens Live and they got hammered?
Yeah, they
did. It's my favorite episode.
And we see Black Dynamite practicing his kung fu. And he gets a call from his Aunt Billy telling him his brother Jimmy is dead.
She's a hard ass.
Yeah, she reads him to filth.
She's not nice.
Even at the funeral. She's fucking savage. Aunt Billy is not to be trifled with.
Why do I have in my notes, that bear didn't consent to this? Was there a bear in this movie?
There was a bear in this, yes. Not a real one. It's like a stuffed bear.
Well, I don't know. For whatever reason, I took affront to that.
Jimmy's body is found with a giant-ass bullet casing. I sure hope that's what that's called. And we meet CIA agent O'Leary. And that's when you see that bear. Because Black Dynamite pulls a slick one on them. O'Leary. Yep.
Oh, that's right.
He tells a story about being in Vietnam where they massacred a village. Uh-huh. And he especially remembers like a little Chinese boy who had his little Chinese legs blown clean off in Vietnam.
Okay, but this is the part where he says...
He looked up at me. His little Chinese eyes burned right into my stomach, deep into my soul. He said something to me in Chinese. Like, Boko Sao sounds like some cartoon shit.
Whatever he says, the whatever thing he's like trying to say, I believe it's like in Vietnamese it says, "You're full of shit."
Oh. This is also when Black Dynamite really starts talking or referring to himself in the third person.
He does. Oh, you don't like that.
I do not like that. Katrina says no way.
O'Leary wants Black Dynamite to come back to the CIA, but he is not having it. So Black Dynamite goes to see his good friend Bullhorn, who I talked about earlier, to get info about his brother, Jimmy. And Bullhorn tells him that his brother has been hanging out with Cream Corn.
Wait.
Yo.
This is the scene where the lady is terrible at lip syncing.
Yeah, but there's a lot of that. That's every bit of it is purposeful. There's no movie mistake in this. Almost no movie mistake in this that wasn't intentional. There's one for sure. Cream Corn tells Black Dynamite that Jimmy has been hanging out with a guy named Chicago Wind. So off Black Dynamite goes to go talk with him, and he is played by McKelty Williamson, and I hope that's how it's pronounced.
He's
been tons of stuff.
Well, I love him in Waiting to Exhale. He's dating...
Oh, is he the one that gets stuff thrown out the window or whatever?
She's throwing like an orange at him or something.
I think most people would know him as Bubba from Forrest Gump.
Well, which you would think I would know, but Waiting to Exhale is one of my favorite movies.
We've got that on our list. There's no point in even saying pro.
No.
Did you know that Ice Cube and Dave Chappelle were considered for Bubba?
What?
Yeah, Ice Cube turned it down because he thought the character was like an idiot and he didn't want to play an idiot. And Dave Chappelle thought that the movie was going to bomb. Isn't this why he ended up doing You've Got Mail with him? Because he regretted not doing that with Tom Hanks. So as soon as he got an opportunity to do that, he jumped on it. And that's why he's in it. It is.
Oh, okay.
Chicago Wind incorrectly gives Black Dynamite attitude. And then Black Dynamite beats the hell out of everyone. And every bit of this scene is perfection. I like when he's like the constant blinking when he's using the nunchucks. The fighting sounds are off. Every bit of it. Oh God, this has where Bullhorn comes in and he's going to help Dynamite fight. So then he starts fighting the guy and accidentally slaps him. guy just looks pissed. He goes,
I am. Motherfucker.
and then it's like a rough cut edit, and it's a totally different actor.
I got in my notes, this guy with the cool hat and matching suit is not friendly.
He's not friendly. That is something that's true.
He's not friendly. And also, in the fight scene, these guys are just standing around,
Yeah.
waiting to get their asses kicked.
Oh, like the vampires in Blade.
No.
Yes.
The vampires in Blade are standing around because they're thirsty.
Maybe these guys are thirsty too. They're in a bar.
They're thirsty for an ass kicking.
Well, they got it. Cut to a town hall type meeting where we're introduced to Gloria. She's a militant leader.
Yeah, but the guy is a condescending prick, and his rhyming is stupid.
Oh, it was funny as hell. It's like, watch while I turn this shit around. She is just trying to improve the community, and she is a future love interest for Black Dynamite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who didn't see that coming?
Well, her, because she tries to like cut through what she believes is his bullshit. But it doesn't matter. Black Dynamite is there to apparently flirt with her, but also to get some info from the militants. And there's a part where he goes to their base and follows them inside. Oh, one guy actually says his stage direction out loud. He says, "Militants turn startled." They ask him how he got in there, and he says, "I walked in." And they say,
So you one of them sneaky brothers, huh?
and they don't realize what a bad motherfucker he is. And Black Dynamite asks to speak to the person in charge, to which one guy says,
Sarcastically, I'm in charge.
"Did you love that part or what?"
It's my favorite thing.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Yay! Oh, what's your favorite thing to say about Hannibal?
Oh, there's nothing good to say about Hannibal.
I had to say something about Clash of the Titans, like twice.
Something good. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Jodie Foster was smart enough to not be in it.
Black Dynamite gets in one of the guy's face because you need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking.
I've got that. Nothing.
And then Lucky says, "I'm sorry." And then as soon as Black Dynamite walks out of the room, he like silently mouths to his buddy like, "I was gonna fuck him up." Oh my god, I love it. Black Dynamite finds out from the leader that the bullet casing is government issue, so back to O'Leary. And this is where O'Leary tells Black Dynamite that Jimmy was a secret undercover agent.
O'Leary just starts giving Black Dynamite all this information. Black Dynamite doesn't have anything to do with this case.
It's an exposition dump. That's what these movies always do.
Listen. Us in the criminal justice biz.
Yes. Oh, no.
No, you can't be any geek off the street.
Did you just switch to the regulators? Black Dynamite has a bullet wound there, so he has to go to the hospital. Yes.
Did he karate chop a bullet away?
Did he really?
I'm sorry.
Well,
That's ridiculous.
He's
Dynamite! Dynamite!
he does kung fu. He practices regularly. He has to go to the hospital, and he meets up with Gloria again. And she's there because one of the kids at the orphanage she works at OD'd on smack. Oh yeah, he goes up to one kid, he's like really slapping his arm. He's like,
I will shake this poisonous shit out of your little smacked up body if I have to.
I also like that Gloria's like,
Black Dynamite, stop. We've tried that. Nothing works.
oh, I love it. Holy shit. They go to Chili and Donuts place. It's kind of a play on Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Yeah, but doesn't she say, "Can I get some hot sauce for my donut?"
Yes.
That's not funny.
Yes, it is.
It's gross.
It's funny.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, because then I think about somebody putting hot sauce on a donut. It's disgusting.
Wow. Do you watch all comedies literally?
Yes.
Boy, you must be a blast at parties.
Nothing gets over my head. My reflexes are together. I'm struggling. I have no fucking notes.
You have no notes.
We're almost finished, right? Because I think I have like 5 sentences left.
No, God, no. They get shot at the Chili and Donuts place by a bunch of white guys. And one of them forgets to put the car he's in park, so it just keeps rolling. And that was a legitimate mistake.
Oh.
It was great. It works perfectly in this. Like all of the other stuff, it just seems like it's intentional. But that one actually was a fuck up.
Okay, Black Dynamite does not talk to women with respect. And the smart lady, Gloria, when he's talking to her with disrespect, she's like, thank you, Black Dynamite. I'm like, what? This is a smart lady.
Because they all love him, and he loves them back. Didn't you see that opening scene with all the bitches? He looked like he gave them a lot of attention.
And they're going to go to Cream Corn for more information?
Yeah.
You can't trust someone with the name Cream Corn. That's ridiculous.
You can if it's Tommy Davidson.
No.
Well, Black Dynamite takes Glory to Honeybees for her safety, and he's telling her his spiel. He's like, he gets to because tonight, and then a lady appears and she finishes his line because Dynamite's going to make everything all right. And he gets super pissed. And he's like,
Euphoria, shut the fuck up. I know that was you. I ain't even got to look. I should send your ass back to Crenshaw Pete with his hot ass coat hangers, bitch. Would you like that?
See, this is what I mean. He does not talk nicely to her. Well, Gloria didn't do anything.
It wasn't Gloria. It was Euphoria that he's yelling at.
Okay, but he does not talk to women respectfully.
I think that was just the parlance of the time.
Nonsense.
I like that there's a pause where he just looks fucking crazy, and Gloria and Honeybee are looking at him like, God damn. So Black Dynamite goes to visit a pimp council, and I think they're having like a pimp union meeting, and it's loaded with recognizable faces. Arsenio Hall, of course.
Yeah.
And then John Sally, he's
a basketball player.
Bokeem Woodbine. He was in Fargo, the TV show.
Oh, which is so good.
I didn't watch it.
It's good.
Well, supposedly he's really good on that.
He is really good at it.
Cedric Yarborough, of course, is in it. I think he steals this scene.
Anyway, no, I can't say anything.
He is so incredibly funny in it. Fucking Brian McKnight is in this as one of the pimps.
1.
Make a dream come true. 2. Just wanna be with you. 3.
That's plain to see
that you're the only one for me. And 4. Back to steps 1, 2, 3.
That's not how it goes.
I think it is. Even like Captain Kangaroo is in this.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, pimp. We get several montages actually now, and one of them is Black Dynamite killing some of the baddies.
With the magnet throwing the car off a cliff.
I love it because he's just gleefully laughing his ass off in the helicopter.
And isn't this another part where it's like, haha, is not taking care of your children funny?
Nah. I don't remember.
Okay.
I do not recall.
Okay.
There's also a montage with Gloria where they have a date. They go up to the 2 little girls. One of them's like, my mama said my daddy's name is Black Dynamite. It's like, my mama said that too.
That's what I'm talking about. And he's like, nothing.
Hush up, little girls. A lot of cats have that name.
Right.
Gloria's just like looking at him. Like, oh, it's funny. Mm-hmm. Black Dynamite probably has a lot of kids. He probably had a lot of babies. Well, good. Black Dynamite's a stand-up guy. He'll protect them.
I'm going to give myself credit for how far into the movie are we now?
Pretty far.
Okay. I haven't said anything about his physique.
Holy shit, that's true.
I know.
Oh, because you can't. Mm-mm. You can't say anything about his physique.
It's
he has his shirt off a lot, too.
Yuck.
Really?
Ew.
Really?
Yeah, it's...
He's a martial artist, you know. I mean, he's like... That's aggressive to you.
With all those muscles.
So you didn't find him attractive at all? Oh, Black Dynamite and his guys find out about Operation Code Kansas. Hey, are you just thinking about him? Your eyes just wandered off like Wilson floating away from Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Come back. Just keep going.
They find out about Operation Code Kansas. What's up, Kansas?
Kansas can't be in the news or in a movie for anything good. We
Never.
suck so bad. Lawrence, Kansas has something good besides us.
Yeah.
Kevin Wilmot. Oscar winner for The Black Klansman, which is a fantastic movie.
It is a fantastic movie. I love the scene in the chili and donuts place because that's where they kind of piece together everything, and they go from M&Ms to Greek mythology to 785 being the area code for Topeka, Kansas, to snakes to Anaconda malt liquor to Little Richard, to eventually figuring out that Anaconda malt liquor will give you the woo, which means he's going to give black men.
Is that the dick shrinking
Little
poison?
Richard. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was disturbing.
Because they show his wiener.
Well, but it was just like a little turtle.
Yeah, it's actually it was prosthetic, of course, but it was actually a flesh-colored baby pacifier.
Oh my!
The Anaconda malt liquor gag. About
You mean like the movie Anaconda?
Dude, you're the devil. The gag was actually inspired by a myth about Church's chicken. And there was a rumor, myth that they put poison in their food to try and kill black people.
What?
No, it's not real. You're acting like it's a real thing.
I didn't know that was a rumor. Who started that rumor?
Rumors start all the time.
Colonel Sanders.
Oh, you might be right about that.
Colonel Sanders, that fucker did it. Do you remember? It was like a 15-minute, not like a 15-minute movie that everyone thought was like a satire or whatever of like Mario Lopez as Colonel Sanders.
Yeah. I do.
We have a problem.
Secret's out, chicken man. I'll take care of this.
He's ruining everything! Just kill him already!
Who the hell are you? Harlan Sanders, the new chef.
Mario Lopez is Colonel Sanders in A Recipe for Seduction.
Listeners.
Hysterical.
If you get a chance, just look up
Mario Lopez, Colonel Sanders.
Because it is not a joke.
It's not.
It's like a romance.
Right.
A romance with him as Colonel Sanders.
Right.
Which sounds absolutely bananas crazy. And there is nothing that we can say, even describing it scene by scene, that will take away the shock of seeing it. It is so incredible.
Well, whether it's true or not, I'm going to tell people the main thing I learned from the Black Dynamite podcast is that Colonel Sanders tried to take down Church's chicken.
O'Leary turns out to be a villain.
Oh, what a shocker.
I know.
Who didn't see that coming from the very, very, very beginning?
Well, it leads him to the island of the fiendish Dr. Wu. And he is played by Roger Yuen. Every single second of while he's at the island, I think is hysterical.
You can't get your eyes poked out. And then he says, you told him to keep an eye on it.
It's a funny one-liner. I have to tell you that this scene has my favorite line of the entire movie. It really does.
Which one?
Is when Black Dynamite is about to go fight Dr. Wu. And he jumps in, and then like a blade comes out of nowhere and chops off his hand, and he goes,
"Ha ha! I threw that shit before I walked in the room."
Oh my God! And then he kills him. He kills Wu, and but Wu reveals the true man in charge of the plot is President Richard Nixon.
The special effects in this are not that special.
They're not supposed to be.
Okay.
It had a teeny tiny little budget, and it's not even like this is not a spoof by any means. Oh, you know what it is? It's a pastiche.
Oh God, here we go.
It's an homage to the genre. Richard Nixon's there. Unfortunately, all of Black Dynamite's people are killed off.
Yeah, R.I.P. Cream Corn.
Oh, yeah. You missed him?
No.
You said R.I.P. It makes it seem like you liked him.
Rest in pieces.
What about Bullhorn? He gets his head chopped off. He's like, no, taken down by Kung Fu treachery.
I've got my... That's not believable either.
Bullhorn!
Are we to believe that Richard Nixon could take on Black Dynamite without his shirt on?
Dynamite! Dynamite!
He is wearing he's wearing a suit.
Black Dynamite? I don't think so.
He's wearing a blue suit.
I don't think he ever wore anything.
The guy that plays Richard Nixon is James McManus, and he practiced using the nunchucks 6 hours a day to prepare for his role. And we see Nicole Sullivan cameo as Patricia Nixon. I love her. She's great in this. She does use a racial slur.
She does.
You could have said that.
I did. No. She uses a racial slur. This movie's terrible.
Well, he pimp slaps her into a china cabinet.
Well, she kind of had that coming.
What he later apologizes to her for it, too. And the movie ends with him monologuing with Gloria and Patricia Nixon clinging to his legs.
Which is ridiculous.
It's basically the poster. Okay, so I told you that he took a picture first, that he went and rented a costume and then took a picture and showed that to Scott Sanders, and then that's kind of how it went from there. Mm-hmm. That blue suit that he's wearing at the end was the costume that he rented to, like, that got this whole thing started.
Listen, I don't know how to make movies or promote movies or produce movies or act. Uh-huh. I don't know anything about money, really. Yeah. However, if I was going to try to get somebody to invest or want to make my movie, I would not have put Black Dynamite in a suit.
Would you have had him in any clothes?
Yes, I'm not a pervert.
You're not?
No.
Hey, Katrina, guess what?
What?
That's the end of the movie.
Oh my God.
It's done. Yes. It's over now.
Was it the worst? These were the worst takes I've ever... They weren't even... You can't even call them takes.
You drifted off in the middle of it and started staring off because you were picturing him without a shirt on. Okay, so now that you don't have to say anything mean about the movie anymore.
Is this a trick?
No.
Are you secretly still...
I said they cling to his legs. That's the end of the movie.
That was kind of dumb.
That is the poster. That is literally the poster. Is them clinging. You don't have to say anything bad anymore.
I know. I kind of thought that was dumb.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so classic of the time. Oh, yeah. So this is a fairly new movie to you, but you absolutely love it, right?
This movie is hysterical from beginning to end.
I forgot that there's like post credits.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
No, you bitch.
Yeah, there's post credits.
No, there isn't.
There sure is. There sure is. There's more scenes with like with the pimps, and then there's another scene, more scenes with Nicole Sullivan. Sure is.
Okay.
Post credits, motherfucker.
You said I didn't have to say bad things anymore.
I lied.
What?
All right, post credits don't count.
Thank you. God. I'm like, well, now what am I going to do?
You pressed this button 4 times the last time we recorded.
How many times did you say something bad about Clash of the Titans? Once.
Yeah, because you were egregiously pushing that button.
You had
this
mouth
coming.
is egregious right now.
This movie's awesome.
This movie's hysterical.
I don't know that I've ever seen a movie that is so incredibly devoted to accuracy, like following that genre so incredibly well. Every single bit of it.
This is one of those movies where, and I don't realize it, that I'm doing it at the time, but every once in a while I'll catch myself. Like I watched it by myself several times, and I'm like grinning like an idiot, and I kind of start looking around like, isn't this funny, guys? And then by myself.
I did that too. I feel like I didn't do this one justice.
I thought that you had interesting facts.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah. I do, anytime I hear the word Anaconda, I do think of that god-awful movie.
Woo! I don't. I've managed to push that out of my brain.
Oh.
Even the part where John Voight's like, baby bird.
He's gross.
And he like points his, even when the anaconda pukes him up and he winks at them.
That's actually one of the worst movies ever.
It is. I absolutely hate that movie. Not as much as Clash of the Titans, but the problem with Clash of the Titans is that I loved the original so much.
It's on our list.
Yes, it is. Can't wait. I'm very excited.
Yeah, me too. Those notes are going to be great.
I want to know from our listeners what their favorite spoof is.
Ooh, well, we did Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Spaceballs is what got our new friend Doug listening.
Yeah, thanks again, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Spaceballs is great. I love that. Well, there's a lot of, like I said, there's quite a few specifically after this genre, and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is fresh in my mind because I just watched it.
It's so funny.
It really is. We would really love to hear from you all. Please feel free to contact us. You can get a hold of us on all of the socials, Split Happens Pod, and on our website, splithappenspod.com.
I think whenever we go to a restaurant and eat something that's not great or drink something that's not great, I'm going to call it dick shrinking poison. How did that taste? Like dick shrinking poison.
Woo!
Woo!
And speaking of social media.
Yes, so every Tuesday, when Anna and I are taking our notes, she does chapter titles. It helps us keep our notes organized. Mm-hmm. And on Tuesdays, I put the chapter titles on Facebook and Instagram. And if you can figure out the movie that we're doing, you get the episode a day early.
Yes. And I'm just going to say right now, I don't think that I'm going to challenge it. I don't think people are going to guess this next one.
You know what's hysterical is I can't remember the next one we're doing. Oh, okay.
Yeah. This was amazing.
I love talking about this movie. I don't like saying bad things about this movie, so I did not enjoy that part particularly. I am proud that we can record an episode not smashed. I don't know that it was a good idea.
Nah, I don't think it was a good idea.
This might be the first taping of Black Dynamite. We might tape this again, hammered, and see the difference between the two.
Oh no!
It'll just be the red button going off over and over again because I'm gonna be. He doesn't have his shirt on, and it was great.
It'll be the same one. You'll get it the same one. For sure. And then you just keep saying, Jodie Foster wasn't in it.
Sarcastically, I'm in charge.
Sarcastically, I'm in charge. I am going to go home and watch this movie again. I'm not even kidding.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening.
Thanks, all.
Bye, everybody.